Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from Sunday the 9th to the 15th of September. So Sunday 9th September up to the 15th September 2018, and this is for you coming from Aries. So let's start with Sunday the 9th. There's a whole cluster of perfect planets for you in the morning-afternoon period of Sunday the 9th. So you can mix business and pleasure, because something very good can happen for you, whether in business, whether in job related, whether in romance related, whether in the marriage related. These planets are a little bit overdetermined for you to get you what you want. So you may be a little bit aggressive in your approach. Try to take the soft approach and you'll do much better. Evening nightfall also very good. Emotional planets are grouping. And of course your good planets from the morning, afternoon will be also there in the evening. So you can have success at a very high rate in any area of you want. So mix business and pleasure. Go out with the people who can help you look for a job or improve your job. Go out with the people who can introduce you to some good contacts. Go out looking for the romance. Go out with your marriage and family people. You're going to have a very happy Sunday the 9th. Monday the 10th starts brilliantly for you. You're going to get and attract some good news and attract a lot of support, and you will do something that will catch the eye of your bosses or superiors. So there's plenty to gain. So give it your all in the morning, afternoon in your job area, and you're bound to get a lot of advantage and a lot of goodwill and a lot of praise. It's all about status in this morning, afternoon. And if you get it, then the words promotion come in. I like your evening nightfall as well. Evening nightfall, a whole cluster of business planets are there. Now, these business planets don't mean that they can't help you entertain, they do. But there's always an angle of business possibilities. So try and mix business and pleasure. It can also mean to improve your job. You might meet people and discuss how to improve your job. So mix business and pleasure. Now, these group of planets of the morning and afternoon are pretty powerful. So their interaction in you will be a little bit strong. So just two things don't do or control. Don't be arrogant and don't dominate. That's all. Let's go to Tuesday the 11th. And it starts nicely enough, but it's a working day. And because there are too many emotional planets there, they make you moody, they make you changeable, they make you oversensitive, they make you do all that where you are not seen as very stable and not very seen as very sure of what you want to do. So you've got to focus on what is important in the morning, afternoon. If you're at your job, tell yourself what are your deadlines and make sure you carry out your deadlines. If you're in business, tell yourself not to allow the emotional side of you conduct the whole business meeting or the business search. You've got to have 3 words repeating to yourself: logic, facts and figures. That way you will control the morning planets and get some benefits from them as well. Well, since they're emotional planets, you may have the chance, if you're interested in somebody for a romance, try your luck. There's one planet from the evening that comes up in the morning, afternoon, the planet of rebelliousness, the planet that brings unexpected difficulties, and the planet that makes you just not a person who will compromise with anything. So start with telling yourself, I must be part of a team the whole day. Now, this planet is more aggressive in the evening side. So in the evening side, you'll find that you tend to be a non-conformist, which means you just don't obey rules and regulations. You want to do your own thing. And also these planets make you very rebellious, so you will rebel against people who say something or do something. So the end result for the evening and the nightfall is not good. And the emotional planets are there, so the emotional side of whatever you're conducting may also turn bad. So if you don't have to be out, go back home. But if you have to be out, tell yourself you cannot afford to be rebellious in any way. Let's go to Wednesday the 12th. That starts brilliantly for you. These are very good business or job planets. And they get you the eye of the bosses or the eye of who's important. And so whatever you do, you are attracting some kind of good things in the morning, afternoon. You may get a little bit dominating or stubborn. Try to minimize that. It's better when your times are good to be flexible and approachable and also negotiable. That way you attract even more support. So try and do that in the morning, afternoon of Wednesday to the 12th, and you will do much better. Evening nightfall, a very fast planet is there, two of them. And the two planets who are doing this, they make you hasty, they make you impatient, they make you just say things without thinking. So the argument can arise in the evening nightfall session. Watch out, stay away from any kind of disagreements, and drive slowly as well. Now these planets of the evening don't just appear in the evening, they're floating around in the day but not much energy. So even in the day, watch out what you say, what you do, take your time, research your plans, don't be in a hasty position throughout the whole day. Evening nightfall, you have to be very careful that the planets of stress are also there. So they make you stress for something, and you might want to drink too much because you are angry, and you might want to drive too fast as well. So tell yourself, evening nightfall, go slow, think 3-5 seconds before you say or do anything, and you will be more under control. Thursday the 13th, this is going to be a 24-hour of a problem day. It starts with all planets that bring unexpected difficulties at work or in business or even in the home or anywhere. So firstly, these are planets of accidents, so you have to drive very carefully, don't run up the stairs, don't jump here and there. You are going to just, and it's your ankles that are being targeted, ankles and knees. So watch out for that. Now morning and afternoon at your place of work, you have to be very cautious that you just will not be an agreeable person. And these are planets of unexpectedness, so since they are against you, they bring unexpected problems. Timetables can change, plans can be cancelled, mistakes can be made. You will tend to be the victim. And so be very careful, don't delegate duties, try and do everything yourself, because somebody else may just spoil the whole show and the blame will come to you. So be careful morning, afternoon. And as if that was not bad enough, evening nightfall is even worse. So morning planets go there, evening planets are worse, and you're going to have a terrible evening. That's very possible. Anything that can go wrong is waiting to go wrong, so be careful what you say, be careful what you do. You seem to be locked up in the sense that there's no escape from trouble. So if you really don't have to be out, just go after your work, go back home. Be in the safety of your home. Hour by hour, let it pass. Even in your home, you may get a bad phone call, you may get something else, let it pass. But if you're out, then the exposure to risk is much, much more. Accidents can happen, accidents can be verbal, they can be emotional, they can be physical. And also money is just being wasted in some way or another. You are not going to get any return for whatever you spend. So, well, my warning has been given to you, be careful. Let's go to Friday the 14th. A group of, well, only 3 planets, a group of little planets, very fast, they are moving about. So many things are going to happen in your job and business, at home and with any situation. Even having lunch, you will see that timetables can change, be cancelled. In your place of work, you will see that the deadlines are going to be producing a lot of stress, and the plans are changing, and you've got too much to do. And you'll find that if you're in business, miscalculations, misinformations happen again and again and again. So it's basically a losing morning and afternoon period. And it all is because of hastiness, impatience, and a tendency to produce arguments and not be able to get good teamwork. So you know exactly how to improve it. Improve your teamwork. Be nice to people, don't argue, and you'll do better. I like your evening nightfall very much of Friday the 14th. These are global planets. So you could be on the internet and score some very good points, whether looking for job, looking for business, looking for romance, friendship, whatever. And you're going to be extremely a lucky person as well. And so the evening nightfall brings plenty of happiness and music and dancing if you're not on the internet. And you can meet people of another race, meet people from other countries. So a lot to benefit in the evening nightfall period. Saturday the 15th, another 24 hours of very bad news for you. It starts terribly in the morning, afternoon. Oh, you just can't find somebody to agree with. All kinds of headaches are seen. You name it and they will come. So you'll have to be very attentive to trouble coming at you. You will realize what circumstances you are under. Are you with your family? Are you with the people you work with? Are you with the people who do business with? Are you with whom? And then tell yourself, now I'm with this group of people and it's going to be trouble in the morning, afternoon. Well, you become aware. You become careful what you say, you become careful what you do. You don't want to take the lead because whatever you do is going to go wrong. Let other people make the plans. That way you're slowly minimizing the exposure to trouble. That's the way to do it. And then the problems will still be there, maybe at 40%, 50%. They won't be that, 70, 80, 90%. Evening, nightfall, very depressive and gloomy planets. I don't like them at all. So if you're out in the evening, nightfall, many things can happen to bring gloom and despair and unhappiness. You could meet people from your past. You could get news from your past which is not good. And you could always be in a group of people that are going to be very disappointingly according to you. So it's a time where planets are very slow. So watch out that your plans of this evening, nightfall can be changed, can be cancelled, can be postponed. So keep in touch with whoever you are going out with. And so the evening nightfall says that you have nothing much to gain. So you might as well go home and enjoy yourself at home. But if plans already made, tell yourself you have to be very careful that anything can go wrong, whether with people, whether with situations, and the blame can easily come to you. So hour by hour in the evening nightfall, these planets get more energy and they become worse. Well, that's the week for you. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you a lot about your next 7 or 8 years, all areas of your life, the health, the money, the job, the business, the romance, the marriage, the extended family, whatever. And so you'll get a lot of information. And I'll talk to you about your lotteries as well. And I'll give you your personal lottery numbers so that you can compare every month with what I'm giving for everybody in Aries. And I'll tell you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky numbers. Oh, lots of information. And basically you'll know how to conquer your next 7 or 8 years because you will know how they're going to behave very much in the future. So I look forward to you contacting me on Skype or Facebook Messenger or email, and I'll come back to you. And remember, it's going to cost you USD 50. Until then, thank you and good luck.